Hey, what's up, guys? So before I get started into the video, this video is going to be a breakdown on Cody in 2025, kind of how I thought that he was kind of played a little bit incorrectly. I have a lot of data and a lot of stuff to show you regarding Cody that you might or might not have seen during the lifespan of Ultra Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter 4. And some things that I've found. Done some testing here, so we're going to take a look at this chart or this little text document that I put together, kind of going over the damage output values of each ultra. So if you look here, it'll say the raw damage, the jump damage, focus. If you just do a jump then go raw, focus stack, a couple of combos that I have. Crouching medium kick, high kick, ruffian, FADC. Jumping from that, crouching high punch, jump with a jumping high punch, a couple jabs into a combo, and then a jump into a jab. Just a couple of scenarios and a couple of things to look at the damage, how the game does the damage scaling for the ultras. I made a video before, it was like 20 minutes long. I'm going to try to make this a little shorter. Here is all of the data. You can pause the video, take a look at the information yourself, kind of look at it your way. And I'm going to jump right into the game. I'm going to do it on, just so you know, I'm going to have it windowed, just because I like to do windowed because I often have things multitasking, a lot of things that I'm doing. I don't do it on this usually low of a picture, but sometimes I do. I'm going to see, maybe I can just change it full screen now. Let's do that. Alright, let me do, where is it? Graphics. Just gonna make it a little bigger. Maybe I'll go full screen. Yeah, might as well. And why didn't it do it? Maybe it will now. There we go. Okay. Alright, so Cody in 2025. Things that I've noticed with Cody to make him better, things that people weren't doing with the character. Gonna use the Ultra Combo Double for this just because I can have access to both things. And I'm gonna pick, like, I guess Dudley. I'm gonna go into some things, talk about his combos, talk about his ultras, kind of go from there. And his game plan.
A battle is set. Are you ready? Fight!
Alright, so Cody. Game starts, you got a knife on the ground, right? So, as one of the things that makes Cody not a great character, and kind of always hold him back. So back in the day, I remember people always used to say, there was always a group of people on the internet who would always be like, oh, Cody's way better than people think. Cody's awesome. Cody's got damage. Cody's got frame jabs. He's like Dudley. He does this. And it wasn't like a large group of people or anything, but it was always a couple people that were like, Cody's good throughout the entire game. And no one ever was like, he's top tier or anything. But there was always those couple people that were like, Cody's really good, man. People sleep on him, blah, blah, blah. Not really true, and I'm going to kind of break that and debunk that really quickly. One of the big, giant weaknesses of Cody is his lows are really, really bad. So a lot of the time, 90% of the time, you can really just hold back against this character. Every single thing that he does, with the exception of like this, which is like super unsafe, he has a crouching roundhouse, which is like really, 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 really bad. His knife, which is I'm gonna get into in a second, is incredibly good though. But like his lows are just like average. Like he can't even hit you from here, and most characters can hit a low from that range. He can do his crouching medium kick at this range, which is probably his best low. I mean, it's like okay because you can catch people slipping and you kind of move a hitbox into a person. It's not that bad, and you can set up weird stuff like, or if you have like rocks. Like, you could set up pressure and things with it to kind of frame trap people, like, a little bit with it, but you can't really do much from his lows, because even, like, on counter hit, you don't get anything. I can't do anything. So it's not really, like, worth it to do that. And then his crouching low kick is bad, because you can't even on counter hit chain into a jab. And since you can't chain crouching leg kicks, you have to rely on just doing regular normals to do your your combos. So that's really one of the biggest things that makes him not top tier, and also the fact that dive kicks are a gigantic problem for him. So any character like Seth, Yoon, Akuma, Rufus, Yoon, Yang, Cammy, I think maybe said Cammy already. There's so many characters. Any character that can alter their jump or do something weird, like even Juri's dive kick, for God's sakes. Everything is problematic for him, and on top of that, his third big weakness is his reversal is like really, really, really bad because it's very horizontal, and it's not even like a Honda headbutt where it goes super horizontal per se. It's just kind of like right in front of him, like here's this little charge thingy, and like that's it. I'm not even doing it right. There we go. Like, not really great. So it didn't register the 2 buttons that he hit. So anyway, I want to talk about Cody. So if you do standard punishes with him, some basic things, on a counter hit, standing close heavy punch or fierce punch and close medium punch are like fantastic because they link to everything. So standing medium punch on counter hit links to crouching high punch. On regular, it goes to crouching medium punch very easily. So you can do stuff like that. Standing heavy punch on regular goes to crouching medium punch. So you can do that. And then on counter hit, basically everything just goes to crouching high punch. And it's really good. And crouching high punch links to EX rocks. So you can do stuff like that. Or things like that. Only on counter hit. So like fishing for counter hits with him is like really good. Because it leads to like really, really, really good damage. So that's like his big thing. And his cross-up game is pretty basic, medium kick, whatever. But the big thing is like with him is that everybody always used to be like, oh, Ultra 2 is really good because if I do counter hit if I do counter hit, close standing medium punch, then I'm gonna get like an Ultra. Or if I do rocks, I get Ultra. And I was like, yeah, that's true. Like that's pretty good. That's a good utility, a good tool. But it was kind of it's kind of wonky in the sense because at certain ranges it's really bad. So like so this is kind of like his anti-projectile, like anti-tool thing there. But at certain ranges it's like really bad. It's like it's gonna miss, and then even if I do that even closer, it still whips. So even like here, I think I could do it like right here to whip. There's a couple of ranges where it'll start to hit, and if you didn't space that right, you're getting punished. And it's hard sometimes mid-match to do that. And also, it's hard to recognize those counter hit situations and be able to cancel and go into that Ultra. Because if you don't do counter hit setup, then you're not going to get the ability to combo into that Ultra. I'm sorry, I did that wrong. Red focus. Unless you red focus. And 90% of the characters in this game, kind of Cody included, is you're better off using the comboable Ultra as opposed to your red focus. You must red focus to get them crumple standing Ultra. So like Rolento's Ultra 2, for example, you would do red focus, crouching medium kick, Patriot Circle, blah. And with Cody, it's whatever normal cancel into your criminal upper red focus that, because that's like his red focus special move, one that keeps them grounded. Because you don't want to red focus. I mean, you could red focus the rock. And that's another thing that you could do too. But the problem is that you can't combo into the rock, and it also scales worse because the first hit of this is 80, it goes 70. And then the first hit of that is 50, 150. You get more stun, but you're going for damage if you're going for your Ultra, so that doesn't make any sense. The next thing I'm going to get into, I'm going to try to go as fast as I can here, is the knife is fantastic. So a lot of times people are like, oh my god, like the knife is annoying because if I throw them, I lose my knife. Or if I tech a throw, you lose your knife, and if you focus, you lose your knife. And if you get hit, you lose your knife. A lot of situations where you lose your knife by just kind of playing the game. But the big thing is that you're using the knife as your footsie, as your opener tool. So like if they block, let's just say they're like blocking everything and you're not mixing them up and they're blocking everything. Kind of doesn't matter. Like, you don't really need to throw them because you're creating pressure by not doing, by even if they block. So if you're like, oh, I need to throw them, you didn't need to throw them with Cody because you're creating damage or you're getting damage output and you're maintaining frame advantage too. Because the knife normals, especially the jabs, are very plus on block. So you can create situations where you're flame trapping them. And also it's extremely hard to focus attack against Cody because he has a 2-hit one too. And it's very good. So his knife covers a lot of situations that makes him fine. So for example, if they're crouching and you're like, oh my god, I want to get my high kick ruffian kick off, you can do something like that, which is really good. And he gets incredible damage in the corner, I think pretty much optimized if you land a jump in, let's say, with the knife. He gets incredible damage meterless, 406, 580, whatever hell that was. And that's standing medium kick to light criminal upper to crouching high punch. And then you can do the EX after that as well. So if you technically wanted to and you didn't have the knife in that situation, you know, you do your regular jump, let's say, and here's where things are going to get really interesting. So the thing about the knife is it's so good, especially in the corner, and everyone always forgot this stuff. I swear to God, everybody had to. Is the knife you can combo into... Maybe it was just... I think it was EX. Yep. I'm a goof. And then from that, the criminal upper. And I believe from that... Nah, you can't do the forward heavy kick. Thought you could. You can't. So then you're like, oh, let's say I land my ultra. What do I do now? Because I'm going to lose the knife. Look at where the knife goes after he gets his ultra. Look where that knife is going to be placed and where I am. Oh, there he is. Oh, it's right there. And that is something that I think a lot of people missed and did not pay attention to. So here, if you notice, he goes forward and he moves with him, right? Knife's not there. But if they're in the corner, the knife is mine. Because, so, a lot of times, when you have the knife, you have that Ultra ability because you have the Ultra 1. In my opinion, the Ultra 1 is better because it gives you constant combo ability, and going through projectiles isn't really something that Cody needs help with. His crouching medium kick will slide under projectiles if you time them, and his EX slide, ruffian kick, goes under projectiles and works from quite a very good range, and you don't really need to do anything from that. On top of that, if you have the knife, if you land it kind of decently close to them, you get Ultra. And that's also really, really useful, too. Just the damage that you get is actually more on the raw Ultra 1, so the Final Destruction, the comboable one, than it is in the Ultra 2. The only real benefit to using the Ultra 2 is in those situations where you're super great and you have great reactions, and then you can get the Ultra 2 off of the counter hit setups. But most of the time, most people didn't really have those reactions and probably generally do not have those reactions. So if you are to play Cody, this is the way that I would play Cody, because you get all of your confirms from your knife as well. So if you do land a hit, you do that. If you do see the focus attack, you do that. If they jump at you, you have a disjointed crouching high punch, which is really, really, really good anti-air. It's really, really great. You still maintain your lows. So that's really good. I mean, you still have your low. It's not bad. It's like a really good button. You still have your crack shot, and then you can go over your throw, and then you do that. But you see how much further you are. You won't be able to get the knife after the throw. But when you have the knife, you're not really looking to throw. You're looking to pester them and do stuff like this, or do whatever you're going to do. So that's Cody. Um, if you don't have the knife, back medium punch obviously was your anti-air, but I believe that this character was kind of underexplored a little bit, and I think the knife was how he was meant to be played. And a lot of people at that time weren't really doing that. Everyone was like, "Oh, I got like, all these big combos, and like I know how to do this." Um, do things like that, and we're focusing on the combo aspect of him. But the problem with that is that his defense was really lackluster if he doesn't have the knife and he's playing footsies because it's not disjointed, it doesn't have as much frame advantage, and it doesn't cover a lot of his stuff. Like, for example, if someone focus attacks against Cody, unless he has Zonk charged, there's not really much that he could do. Whereas if you just hit medium punch, you can completely take care of focus attack. So that was my thought on Cody. Hope you guys appreciated, liked the video, and learned something new.